Hello, everybody. Welcome to Retronauts lunch break for, what is it, November 1st?
It,
Probably.
No, it is November
I
3rd,
never know the
actually.
date. Oh, November 3rd. Jesus,
Or 2nd.
what's going on? Who knows? But I'm Bob Mackey, as usual, and I'm here with this guy. Who's this guy?
Marty Sleva. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
Today we're playing two versions of Disney's Aladdin. I know
We
there's
are.
more than two,
Yes.
but I'm going to start with the Super Nintendo version. And as always, please tweet into us at Retronauts on Twitter. It's Retronauts, and we'll do our best to answer your questions, take hints, and read your comments and respond to them.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Marty, the year is 1992.
Oh, my God.
Robin Williams' tolerance is at an all-time high, at an unprecedented high. We liked him in movies.
We did, yeah.
And this is Disney's Aladdin. And surprisingly, it took an entire year for this video game to, this movie to become a video game, which seems like, I feel most movie games are out before the movies these days, or like they launch with the movies. But
yeah, I think 20 years ago they cared less about coinciding the launches for as much revenue as possible, and they were more worried about actually making a decent game.
Yeah. So that's a good point. I mean, this game is obviously I think they're both very, very faithful, and they had the benefit of getting to actually see the movie, while the thing was in development, I'm guessing. Or a lot of games obviously didn't have that privilege. So this is the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin. Oh, we got a problem?
We're getting a lot of people say sound terrible.
What is wrong with the sound, people? Let us know if we're not coming in right.
An interactive episode of Retronauts.
Let us know how we're screwing this up.
Yeah.
Because we're not in charge of tech, so we can summon tech people to help us. And
evidently the voices are echoing.
Oh, that's strange. Maybe we should just get far away from each other or turn the mics down. Sorry about that, guys. We will work on this. Let us know if you're still having problems, and we will summon a knowledgeable person. So anyways, this is the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin. I think it is extremely underrated, and it's by Capcom in their line of very good Disney-adapted games. And it's directed by Shinji Mikami, who you probably know as the guy who made Resident Evil. And I feel like this game is really more of a Prince of Persia clone than anything. It's more about doing accurate jumps based on the things around you, and I feel the Genesis Aladdin is more about combat and exploration. This one's more about like specific platforming. Yeah,
not only is the setting familiar, but the actual Aladdin's animation himself and the way he grabs onto ledges and kind of the timing you have and your momentum and inertia.
Yeah,
it's all very similar.
It does feel. It feels like a little easier version. I mean, I think this is a pretty easy game, and I've finished it quite a few times when I was a kid. So. Maybe not so good right now, but yeah, I am operating with some delay. But yeah, let us know what you think about these two versions. We're going to try to decide which one we like more. Like I said, I'm fond of this one because I grew up with a Super Nintendo, not a Genesis, and this is the one I played. But I did eventually go back to the Genesis, and I found it to be a good game, but maybe people gave it a pass because of its graphics. Oh, then I died. More so than the gameplay, because it still looks impressive today, especially for a Genesis game. I apologize for that. I am operating with a lag, but we'll try to make some progress. How are we doing with our technical issues?
Evidently the audio sounds a bit better, but it's still hard to understand us, and it's kind of muddy and popping.
Is there any way we could get our friend Dave Toole to give us a hand?
I'm sure there is.
Okay.
I will go search for him.
Thank you, Marty. I will keep you guys entertained. Hopefully you can understand me, just sitting here by myself. So yes, we are going to be playing both of these versions, and I know that there is a Game Boy version. I believe there's a Pirate NES version of this game. But yeah, we're just going to be comparing these two because I feel like these are the two that people remember the most, and I'm sure you have your own preference. Like I said, most people kind of lean towards the Genesis version because it's still an impressive piece of tech, and it certainly was back then. I mean, I don't think any Genesis game looked that good, and they did have the benefit of working with Disney. That I don't think Capcom had that privilege, being a Japanese studio. So yeah, this is, like I said, Shinji Mikami did work on a few Disney games. This is one of them. He also did Goof Troop, if you can believe that. Like, what he used to work on is completely different than what he does now, which seems to be like zombies, violence, guns. But I guess you had to kind of work your way up through the ranks in Capcom before you got to work on your own projects. So we are summoning tech people now to help us, and hopefully we'll be a little more easier to understand in a few minutes. Marty is searching for our buddy Dave. Dave is coming. Our third member of the lunch break, Dave Toole. He's like the fifth Beatle.
He pretty much is.
Of Retronauts.
Far more important than the fifth Beatle.
Oh, yeah. He's like the Paul McCartney of this. Jeez, oh man. I need to start looking at my computer, not the TV. So yes, Marty, please explain to me. I guess maybe we should wait until people can understand us, but
we will.
What are the things coming in on Twitter? Anything?
Pretty much all of it saying that no one can hear us and that we're awful. And
Oh my
terrible.
God, I can't take criticism so early in the day. So
yes, we are on it.
yeah, don't worry, guys.
It
Just
is
hang
being
in there, and we will fix whatever problem is happening.
Mhm.
We did have to change our equipment from our typical setup, so that could be causing some problems. And I'm reluctant to say anything of value because I'm afraid that no one will be able to hear us.
This is the time where we just tell all sorts of Aladdin lies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Aladdin actually based on an anime.
Yeah, it was.
What's up?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you guys can hear us, we're gonna interrupt the live stream and restart it. So just hang in there and stay tuned.
Keep it locked.
Yeah, keep it locked to this. How about our voices? Are they? What's that?
Yeah, people were saying poppy. Poppy was a word that a lot of them were using. Poppy, choppy, muddy. Sounds better now.
Are we streaming now? Yes. Okay, cool.
Hey
Hello,
guys.
everybody. We're back. Hopefully, the YouTube version of this will cut out all the stuff you suffered through earlier. Let us know if you're having problems still, and we will fix that.
Yeah.
But as for now, we are playing Disney's Aladdin for the SNES. Marty,
Yes.
what's your history with Disney's Aladdin?
I owned
Both the
played-
movie. Oops, sorry about that.
I
Both.
played and owned both the games.
Oh, cool.
And I really did enjoy both of them, but I have to say that much like Animaniacs, I feel like the Super Nintendo version was better.
Oh,
Which
we
I
have
think
another.
I may be in the minority there.
Yeah,
is the
I'm-
Genesis usually though higher regarded than the Animaniacs games?
You know what? I don't know about that one, but I know for sure Aladdin, the Genesis one, is the one people like the most.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think while you were gone and while no one could understand me, it was
Yeah.
because of the crazy tech on display.
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I will start playing by looking at my laptop now because there's no delay.
TV's Mr. Neal says that we're sounding great now. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just pretend that nothing before happened, and we'll just start over from here. So, yes, we're playing SNES Aladdin. Like I said, Shinji Mikami directed this, and another notable game figure directed, or at least had a major influence over the Genesis version, and that is Doug Perry of Shiny.
Oh, yes.
Which is why Aladdin plays very much like Earthworm Jim and the other games he developed, like Cool Spot and
Yeah.
Global Gladiators. He really had an idea of what platforming games should be, and he stuck with it for several years.
It's funny that these Disney games tended to have this high pedigree now. If you look back at, I think it was Mickey Mania, David Jaffe
Oh,
and
yeah.
Amy Hennig both worked on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they weren't the names they are now, obviously.
no, obviously.
Neither was Shinji Mikami,
Yeah.
but like he did this, and like I said, he did the Goof Troop game.
Yeah. This was back in the time when licensed games weren't just. I mean, no one was poo-pooing on these. These were,
Yeah,
really
these-
great platformers.
These were as legitimate as any other game
Yeah,
of the time. And I
absolutely.
mean, there were still bad licensed games, but there were very good ones as well,
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
feel like that's so rare now.
Retro Redemption asks us what's our favorite Capcom Disney game. So he picked up Little Mermaid for the NES a little while ago, and it was surprisingly fun.
I'm going to say probably DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales is the good answer. I'm a big fan of the Mickey Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse for the Super
Oh, I
Nintendo.
got to say,
Yeah.
okay, I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
That has really good music.
Yeah.
I think you can kick this guy. Yep.
George Tordorf says, not directly related, but Aladdin is the best Disney animated movie of all time. Agree or disagree? I would disagree.
I'd have to think about that. I think it's awfully dated now,
Yeah.
kind of like Shrek, in
Yeah.
that you have a character that spews pop culture references from 20 years ago,
Yeah.
which is kind of hard to. I wonder what kids today think of it.
Yeah.
You son of a. Ah, jeez.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, even in terms of the '90s, I think I liked Beauty and the Beast and
Lion
The
King.
Lion King better. Yeah. But Aladdin is a very good movie, much better than most of the animated movies that come out now.
Yeah, I feel like. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry,
that
guys.
was not good.
I feel like their Renaissance period, or whatever you want to call it, in the 90s.
Yeah.
This was not. This is one of the better ones.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of Pocahontas. Not a huge fan of Hercules or whatever. But Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, all good. It's all good. And I believe this is supposed to be. This song is supposed to be a take on the Aladdin song that
Yeah,
plays when
yeah.
but it doesn't really sound like it.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a take on the what is it? The Genie song when he first appears.
Oh, I thought it was like that one step ahead of the blah blah.
Oh. Obviously,
guys.
our Aladdin knowledge is slightly lacking.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry about the poor performance. I think that all those technical duties issues kind of threw me off balance.
Also, yeah, Bob's also looking at a TV, which
Yeah.
is slightly delayed from.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm just gonna look at
yeah.
the my monitor. We're
David
good.
Oxford says that those are really impotent archers, which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they look weak too. If you look at them, they have like little spindly arms.
Chaos Reigns asks, how do we feel about the Aristocrats video game? I don't think that was.
Oh man.
Was it?
No. That's a terrible movie too, by the way.
The Aristocats?
Anything from Disney from the '60s is awful because like after he died, people were just scrambling like, what do we do? What would he want? Help! It's I don't know. Like if John Lasseter dies or something, Pixar, I'm sure they'll go through a similar period.
This year is pretty much that period. Cars 2 and.
Oh God, but he's still alive. So yes, please tweet into us at Retronauts, RETRONAUTS. Let us know what you think of this version of Aladdin. We're going to be switching around the half-hour mark, but I just wanted to show off both games because I think they both have a lot to offer. They're both good. They both do their own things, and I think they should both be judged on what they're trying to do, not like, oh, Genesis Aladdin looks better, so obviously let's go with that one.
Andrew Ryan says, no love for The Little Mermaid.
Oh, I like The Little Mermaid.
I don't remember. Wait, I'm not sure if he was talking about the.
Oh, the movie or the game?
Yeah, I like the movie. I don't remember ever playing the game.
I did. It is. It's not the best Disney Capcom game, but it's still pretty good. So yes, anything coming in on Twitter, Marty? That's hopefully we've overcome all of our technical things.
We have. Yes. So tweet into at Retronauts and talk about Aladdin, talk about Disney, talk about. We kind of chose this just loosely, thematically linked with Assassin's Creed Week, which is our.
Aladdin is a prince of Persia, I guess. And I gotta say, the graphics in this game are not trying to be, you know, Disney animation quality, but they still look really good. It's really good sprite work, really good backgrounds. I'm impressed. Still.
Andrew Ryan says that the Little Mermaid game is pretty much the redhead version of R-Type.
Oh.
So evidently it was a shooter?
It felt like one.
Yeah. Michael yes, he's asked if Aladdin tells teenagers to take off their clothes in this game.
Nope.
I don't know if those, if the urban legends extended to their.
Urban legend. It's called People Have Poor Hearing.
Bob, you're not an urban legend truther. You're not a Disney truther.
He says, "Good kitty, take off and go." And anyways, good teenagers do take off their clothes, but that's irrelevant. I'm part of that conspiracy too. So that was cool.
David Oxford wants to know why Capcom and Sega and Disney all haven't hashed out their deals to re-release all these guys.
Because if I'm based on Disney, they probably want a lot of money to renew the license for this stuff, and that's not worth it for a digital virtual console release for a 20-year-old game, unfortunately.
Which sucks for us because it'd be great to, you know, all these old games. It'd be great to play from Chip and Dale to DuckTales, all the Mickey games, these movie-based games.
It's all corporate greed, folks.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen to Star Wars. as if Lucasfilm wasn't already a huge corporation worth billions, you know. I think that talk consumed The Office enough. We should just drop it. What is the future of Star Wars? Aladdin may be hanging out with Han Solo one day. We never know.
Daniel Rivas wants to ask us if we think you'll get far enough to hear Stage 4's music.
Oh, I don't think so. But what is Stage 4? Is that Friend Like Me stage or what?
I don't know. Is it inside the Cave of Mystery, Cave of Wonders, Cave of when you're on the carpet?
God, I don't know. This game has good music though. Aside from this stage, which I don't know what they're trying to be. Oh,
Jesus.
Jeez.
Indiana Jones would have just shot that guy.
Yeah, really. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh. Well, that's odd. Guys, what's happening? Oh, wait. I think I have to hit him from the back with an apple. Oh, boy. You bosses.
Why isn't Abu helping us?
I don't
know.
know.
This is not going well.
Yeah, help me out, guys at home. Like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like the game's bugging out. Look at this guy.
George says that, and not directly related, but calling someone a street rat in real life is an amazing way to end an argument instantly.
Really?
Yeah.
I find the word cur is often underused. Hey, folks at home, what's happening? I don't remember this happening in Aladdin before. Seriously.
I think we might just have to die and then
really?
This. Yeah.
Did this guy bug out or something?
I think he bugged out.
I think he's supposed to get out of that animation at some point in his life.
David Oxford says that part of the reason he doesn't understand that why the companies can't just solve everything is that Marvel and Capcom work fine in those games, and Wreck-It Ralph is in the Sega All-Stars Transform racing games. So.
What,
like
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like it's unprecedented to license these characters, but yeah, I mean, we're all aboard the idea of these games coming to some sort of digital distribution.
Yeah, we want to give you money for these things.
Yeah.
Why won't you let us? Basically. I
Uh,
mean, they're accessible. It's not like they're causing any harm, you know, out in the ROM space. All right, we're gonna see what's up with this character. I think you should not throw an apple at him. That's my strategy.
That's it.
Oh. I'm missing something. I feel like an
I think
idiot.
You're just supposed to wait till he slices and then jumps on his head.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Good job.
We're asked, how well do we think... that was terrible.
Yeah, I know.
How
God,
well,
I'm
how well do
terrible.
we think this game stacks up to Bionic Commando?
Oh, is there really a way to compare these two?
I'm not sure. It's like comparing apples to guys who's... he bugged out again.
I'm seriously concerned about this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe now I throw my apples. All right, let's figure this out. Wow, I'm ashamed of myself. I just thought everyone should know I am deeply
I
ashamed.
don't think it's your fault. I think the game's just kind of bugging.
Anybody at home?
David Oxter wants to know if you can bounce apples off the sides of screen.
Nope.
Nope.
Help! Seriously, I'm extremely frustrating and sweating a lot. Somebody help!
If it's
Somebody
not
help.
due to this, it's just the office is very hot.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with that?
No.
Yeah, I can already see the YouTube comments for this one. Jesus.
No, I don't think it's I don't think it's your fault. It might be the ROM. Yeah.
Maybe this is like their form of copy protection.
Yeah, yeah. Like how if you steal Earthbound and you get to the end of it, it just erases your save.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Yeah.
Come on, dude, let's go.
Throw an apple at the monkey. Maybe he can help.
Abu just wants to kind of like shadow box his way to victory.
Kingdom Hearts aside, do you think there's a good way to utilize Disney characters in games? And what's your dream Disney game idea?
The Warren Spector DuckTales game,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah, there is a good. I think, despite the first Epic Mickey kind of being flawed, I think its heart's in the right place. So, I think a 3D platforming Disney game, you know, kind of designed by the right company, could definitely work.
I'm seriously thinking of getting a password and getting out of the stage because.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
All right. But the only problem is I don't have any passwords.
Daniel Rivas wants to know, hey, you know what? Tweet us a password to get to the next stage.
Yeah, or tell me how to beat this guy. Something is
Yeah.
clearly wrong here with this stage. I don't know what's happening.
Daniel Rivas says Mikami's best Disney game, Aladdin or Goof Troop?
I hate block sliding puzzle games, so this. That's
Yes.
all Goof Troop is. And I still can't get past the second stage of Goof Troop. But it's a well-made game. It's just not for me.
Yeah. TV's Mr. Meal says you could beat this guy in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
You have 15 minutes until you have to switch games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do I beat him?
Yeah.
That's the
People are
question.
suggesting that when he goes insane, you throw an apple from a distance, but honestly, it looks like the game's bugging out.
Yeah.
Like, he should just be doing this for a few seconds, and then he should...
Yeah, I feel like we are encountering some issues here. So if you know any Aladdin passwords, tweet them in and we'll go to a new stage just to avoid this, because I feel like something is horrible about this.
James Douglas wants to know if we think we'll ever get to a point where good licensed games are the norm and not an exception.
No.
Get to that point once again. Sadly, yes, I agree with that. No.
That will never happen.
No.
As long as people are willing to spend $1 million on Transformers games, every bad one of those that comes out.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of that is the fault of uninformed parents. Like, Billy likes Transformers. Here's the video game. Let's get it.
we had one password sent in, but I don't think it's real because it's all one word. Bob sucks at Aladdin.
I can't get anywhere with that. I'll just do this for now. So let's quickly move past this.
David Oxford says that Disney should make their own version of Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, but use Darkwing Duck. Yes.
Okay, people. We're at the password screen. I'm not moving until you send me a password.
Okay, password screen. Genie, Abu, Aladdin, Sultan.
Cool. Bam.
Bam.
I completed.
Chris K, Fear to Squirrels, you're a hero.
Whoever sent this in, this better not be the friggin' Magic Carpet
No,
stage.
it says it's level 2.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a bugged Aladdin here.
Yeah. Got a bugged Aladdin.
Oh. That's what you do.
Well, Andrew Ryan wants to know what's better, Bonkers or Darkwing Duck?
Oh, man, I forgot about Bonkers.
Yeah,
what
so
the
did I.
hell?
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck, I mean, does anyone legitimately care about Bonkers?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Disney trivia, Bonkers was supposed to be a Roger Rabbit cartoon, but they couldn't lock down the rights, so they just made him into a generic new character. Yeah.
Bobcat Cop, yeah.
I watched that show.
Yeah, so did I. Remember Gargoyles?
Yeah.
Bring that shit back.
Even though it was a Batman the Animated Series kind of ripoff in
bit,
tone, they did a good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the Cave of Wonders now, and what time do we have, Marty? I'm gonna play this a little bit longer than.
It's 12:20.
Okay, I'm gonna play for like 5 minutes longer than because we got a rough start. We're sorry about that, guys.
Wow, David Oxford said from GameFAQs. Note some ROMs have glitches that make it so you can't kill that boss.
That is okay. I feel like that's some insidious copy protection right there.
Yeah, that's good though.
It's like, yeah, way to go, Capcom.
No.
Way to like stymie me in front of an audience. Yeah, I got all the red gems in this game, which I think is one of the challenges.
That's
the
impressive.
optional challenges. And there are some tricky jumps in this game.
Dominic Rupert asks, what is better, Dolan or Gooby?
Dolan or Gooby?
Yeah, do you understand that question?
Gooby's the name of a horrible movie about a teddy bear that comes to life.
What's Dolan?
I don't know. Someone help. By the way, please tweet into us at Retronauts if you have any idea what Dolan is.
Also, who's your favorite Rescue Ranger?
Dale.
I like, was there one with a Cajun accent?
I think you're thinking of Monterey Jack, and I think he was Australian?
Oh, okay.
A Cajun. See, I like these little touches.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice that Abu follows you this whole time.
Also, as a kid, I would pronounce Abu and Apu the same way.
Oh.
Complicated.
One is, I don't know, what country does Aladdin take place in?
Persia.
Middle Eastern Stan.
Andrew Ryan says, Gargoyles in Genesis is wonderful.
I forgot there were Gargoyles games.
Yeah.
Huh.
David Oxford, Bonkers was okay. Never played the game, though. I don't even remember a Bonkers game. Honestly.
Yeah, it was made by Capcom. It was like one of their last...
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is the Magic Carpet stage. Time for another password. This stage is tough. Bugged ROM or no, but we'll try our best. Thanks to the power of save states. This stage does look great, though. Oh, wait, there's more. Okay, good.
TV's Mr. Neil says it takes place in Agrabah. Agrabah's a city, right?
I thought Agrabah... I guess it is a kingdom because it has
Yeah.
a sultan, or... help me out.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are just joining us, we are playing Aladdin for the Super Nintendo, and in a little bit we are switching to Aladdin on the Sega Genesis to compare and contrast the two games.
And then we'll decide which game is better,
yes,
and then
yes.
destroy the game, remove it from history,
Yes,
the one that's
yes.
worse. We have that power, by the way.
And yes, tweet in at Retronauts with questions, comments, concerns, and we will discuss.
So this part of the movie did not take this long. He kind of just wandered into the giant cave of wonders, and that was pretty
David
much
Oxford says that Capcom should just go all Mario 2 with this game and replace the characters with just made-up characters of their own.
Oh yeah, that'd be a
Something
solution.
like that,
I mean, not an ideal solution, but it'd be a way to play this game without having the license attached. Weirdly enough, this game came out for the Game Boy Advance, and they took out the songs that were based on songs from the movie. So I guess they bought the license for the characters and the story, but they couldn't get they didn't want to pay for the music.
Oh, interesting.
So things have changed, people.
Fun fact, Andrew Ryan says Aladdin was originally set in Iraq, but they had to change the script during production.
Because of Operation Desert Storm.
Yeah.
I know it was like originally came together like in 1990, so I can see
That
I can
makes
see
sense,
why.
yeah. That's a good fun fact.
Yeah, this game has really good platforming. I like it a lot.
Dominic Rupert asks, have we seen Game Grumps play through this? I'm not sure who Game Grumps is.
No, is that a Let's Play?
Yeah.
Does he do something special? Oh, come on.
He sounds like he has a sour demeanor, though.
Yeah. Game Grump. There are a lot of angry video game people on the internet, from what I hear. Oh, jeez.
Daniel Rivas, what are your thoughts on Aladdin's background art?
It looks great. I mean, it's a little repetitive here, but in the last stage I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can catapult off those. I forgot. You kind of need to in some spots. Oh, thanks, Aladdin. Yes, anything coming in on Twitter?
It's remarked that these jewels you're collecting look exactly like the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic.
Oh, wow. Except I have 25, not just 7.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, man, what is that? It's a lamp, guys. We found a lamp. Abu, no! Slash cut.
Come on, Abu. We passed that thing like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, something just called him an infidel, too.
Ooh.
See that, guys? We got a password. 2
Yeah.
words.
I don't need this
None
password.
of that one-word password nonsense.
See, you do have to get all the right. Well, you don't have to, but I forget what happens if you get them all on a stage.
Yeah.
I did manage to do that as a kid. I had that much free time. So here's this stage is pretty much notoriously hard. It's not impossible, but there are some parts where you kind of have to predict it. Oh wait, this is not the carpet stage yet. This is just more like the forced scrolling stage. Okay, I meant the carpet stage. That's the one that's a little tricky. This one is has its problems like that. Alrighty.
Jerome wants to know what's a Disney property that you would like to see made into a game?
Oh snap.
Question.
I have to think about that actually. God. I'm trying to think of modern Disney properties that I would care about.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a big fan of a lot of the older Disney short cartoons, but a lot of those have been incorporated in one thing or another, either in like Mickey Mania or even like A Night on Bald Mountain has been placed in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Mickey.
I'm gonna say more DuckTales, just in general.
A scale of 1 to Stormfront, how racist is this game?
Oh my God.
I don't think it's too racist. It's, if you want to blame anything on being racist, you can just blame the movie.
Yeah.
It's just a faithful adaptation.
Jeez, I apologize, folks. There we go. Yeah, I don't find anything egregious about this. I mean, Aladdin is a very lily white guy from the Middle East, I guess.
Evidently, collecting all the gems unlocks vestless Aladdin. So you just shirtless Aladdin.
Ooh.
Is that what you spent your time?
That's what I wanted as a 10-year-old. Mom, I'm trying to take Aladdin's vest off. Can you leave me alone? Yeah. This is kind of painful. Okay, we're good.
David Oxford says that if you were going to Super Mario 2 Disney games, that Darkwing Duck for NES would make a good Proto-Man game.
That'd be cool. I wish they would add more stages to it, though. It's like a Mega Man game, but with half the stages. That's the only thing I don't like about the Capcom Disney games, is that they're very short.
Yeah.
And, like, their other platformers would typically be much larger. Like, one thing I hate about DuckTales, and I love it, is the fact that there's no final stage. You just go back to Transylvania. It feels so lazy. It's just like, just go back there. But I want a final stage. I want to showdown with Flintheart Glomgold in Scotland or something. So yeah, I think this game looks great. I mean, look how awesome it looks.
No, it looks
so many layers of scrolling. I mean, I feel like this is a time that everyone was just kind of really they had the Super Nintendo's architecture figured out, and they could just do whatever they wanted to with it, especially Capcom. God.
And the music sounded amazing too.
Yeah. So we're going to reach the end of this. Anything coming in on Twitter, please tweet into us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're sorry about the rough start here, folks, but our technology is constantly changing, and we have to adapt.
Andrew Ryan says a Tailspin is the best non-chipmunk/duck-related Disney title.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I think Tailspin deserves some better games, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It kind of got... I mean, the NES one isn't bad, but it's still kind of iffy.
That would have been a good. I mean, the Tailspin game was only a flying game, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was one for the TurboGrafx one for the Genesis that were platformers.
Okay.
But the NES one was the one people remember most, and it is the playing game,
shooter,
shooting game.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna probably switch to the Genesis version in a minute because this stage is rough. But
to me, as a kid, this was the level that was like in. God, what? I think it was just the second level of the Lion King game where you had to jump across all the animals' heads.
Oh yeah.
Just, if you fall in the water, you die. They were just very difficult levels for the kid to get through.
See, that's all it takes to get destroyed by this level. Yeah, so we'll switch to the Genesis one after this one, but I just wanted to show off the different kind. There's also a bonus stage with the carpet where you're with Jasmine and it's playing a whole new world and all you're doing is collecting gems. And I thought that was a cool touch. It's like there's no enemies, it's just like a soothing ride.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, it's a cool bonus stage.
It's funny, this level reminds me a lot of one of the tougher levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns. You're riding on a bongo jetpack, shit's falling from the ceiling, and I believe lava was chasing you from behind.
God. I've never played that, should I?
You should,
okay.
Yes. It is excellent. Possibly the last great Wii game?
Jeez. I didn't play that or Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland or Return to Dreamland or Kirby Wii.
Nightmare in Dreamscapes.
Did I finish that stage?
That just
Jesus. Okay, that should make up for my crappy playing earlier, folks.
You just witnessed the kids.
Yeah.
Took us the whole episode to get past the stupid dam level in Turtles, but this one we just...
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the Genesis version in a second. I do want to check out this stage. I think this stage is pretty cool. God, I don't want to stick too long, but each Aladdin game had their own version of this, the Friend Like Me stage. I like this one a lot, even though it's weird how the genie will let you die
inside
in his dream world. Yeah, it's like genie, and it's also great how his head's everywhere.
TV's Mr. Neil says it could have been worse. That could have been a Mode 7 stage.
Oh God. Yeah, I think they avoided Mode 7 for the most part in this game. But okay, so we've seen Aladdin for the SNES. Let's move on to the Genesis version.
Yes.
And I was honestly surprised when I Please ignore the behind-the-scenes magic. I was honestly surprised when I booted this up the other day just to test it out how good it looked. I mean, it sounds like a robot fart, like every Genesis game, but it looks fantastic, and I can't believe they got so much great animation. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So much great animation out of that little puny processor. That's Digicel technology, folks.
Andrew Ryan said that the mere mention of the Lion King jumping level gave him PTSD shakes, so I apologize.
God, yeah, why did they make that second level so hard?
David Oxford wants to know if there was ever a game on Donald Duck's Quack Pack.
No, that's weird, and that cartoon kind of sucked.
Yeah. There was a Quackshot game and Maui Maui.
So already, the game looks great. Like I said, it sounds like crap, but that's kind of a Genesis thing. So let's move these around a bit so we can. I want to make jump B. For some reason, don't ask me why.
So was the Lion King the first Disney game to just be the same across both platforms?
I think so.
Both made Virgin.
Yeah, Capcom did not make the SNES Lion King, but they were still making Disney games. It's weird that they didn't touch the Lion King. So we'll watch a little bit of this. Maybe not. I thought I could skip past just individual scenes.
Chris K wants to know if Disney games are too difficult for their arguably younger audience.
I think this version of Aladdin is really tough.
Yeah.
Especially that prison level.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just look at those sprites.
Yeah,
like,
they look great.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
So what would you if the SNES's analog is Prince of Persia? What would you say that this most closely resembles?
Oh, geez. I think it resembles games that would follow it, like Earthworm Jim. Like even
that's a good point.
Just the way Aladdin controls, it's sort of like weird floaty jump, and the way later levels are structured, where they're like kind of like diagonal like staircases going up or diagonal. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but if you played Earthworm Jim 1 or 2, these levels could have been in an Earthworm Jim game, albeit you know with a different theme.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. I do think Earthworm Jim has not aged well, and about half of those games are actually playable. Because there's a lot of ideas in them, but not a lot of them are executed well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that third stage in Earthworm Jim 1 can go to hell. That's where I stopped playing. You know what I'm talking about, Marty?
Exactly.
Okay. The stupid goldfish bubble crap. All right, I have those.
Andrew Ryan asks, Castle or World of Illusion?
Oh, remind me, what's the difference?
I believe it was just sequel. Original and sequel.
I have a soft spot for the original, believe it or not.
And honestly, I like as much as I appreciate Castle of Illusion, I was more of a fan of Mickey Mania and Magical Quest. And
I think Magical Quest is the best one. It's super, super polished, and it's still really playable today.
I loved the idea of Mickey Mania, though, having each level structured on a classic.
Yeah, that was
Mickey
cool.
Short. Yeah.
And it is a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you liked Castle of Illusion, play in a few weeks the 3DS version of Epic Mickey. Is very much a sequel, I mean, not even a spiritual successor, just a sequel to Castle of Illusion.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Aladdin in this game can't grab on the ledges, so I'm like, come on. Yeah. So yeah, folks at home, what do you think is the best Aladdin game? Let us know. Like I said, I think they both have they're both trying to do different things and they do them well.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to compare the two. But obviously, just graphics. This game does not look like a Genesis game, and that's not to slander the Genesis, but it was really underpowered compared to the Super Nintendo.
And the music very closely resembles the movie music.
Yeah, it does.
George Fedorov says that the lava stage in this version is a lot better than the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah. I also have to say the final boss of Super NES Aladdin just like destroys the final boss of this one.
Really?
Because it's like a giant snake, and you're on its body, and it's like rippling, and you have to jump on the head. In this game, you just fight Jafar, and he's as big as Aladdin.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. All right, this is stupid too.
David Oxford says that he's waiting for Oswald the Lucky Rabbit to break into a starting role.
Oh, come on.
Oswald, all of Epic Mickey 2 is a cooperative game with Mickey and Oswald, so he gets just as much. Oswald gets just as much face time in that game.
Is the story of Oswald finally told? Can we move on with our lives? Oh wait, Marty, you can't say.
I cannot. No. I am playing the game for review right now, but
Epic Mickey 3.
Epic Mickey.
Let Warren Spector make another game.
Yeah, it ends just like Empire. Oswald gets frozen in carbonite.
Oh man.
Mickey tells Oswald that he loves him.
What a downer ending.
Yeah.
I hope those are checkpoints. Yeah, this music is a lot more. I mean, I know what song this is, so that says something.
Yeah. Retro Redemption says that until now he has had no experience with the Genesis version, and that while this animation is amazing, he prefers the SNES version still.
Yeah, it does feel like a more polished, more thoughtful enemy placement.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
this is a little tricky
Yeah.
and a little cheap, to be
Yeah,
honest, in some cases.
this seems much more of an action game than a platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute. There we go.
We have 1 vote for Aladdin for the Neo Geo.
Ooh, what the heck? What dream world do you come from, sir? So, what do you think, Marty? What's your personal opinion about these two games?
Super Nintendo all the way.
Super
I never
Nintendo all
actually
the way?
finished this game. I finished the Super Nintendo one. Never
It's
this
hard.
one. Yeah.
This game is hard. Super Nintendo one has its difficult moments, but I think it's a game that you can beat.
Yeah.
If you put some time into it.
Yeah, we're just playing this right now on a fairly big television. Man, is it gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at my monitor, but looking at this TV, those sprites are great.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not so impressive now that we've seen, I don't know, better sprites, but still for the time and the technology, really nice. Okay.
Someone thinks it's weird that Aladdin and Jafar kiss at the end of this version.
Whoa.
I don't know if I'll actually get to that point to prove that, confirm or deny.
What's going on in this ending? Is that the original ending of the movie? And they're like, hey, guys, we changed the ending. Oh, it's too late for you to change the game. We're sorry.
We have 2 script changes. Can't take place in Iraq, and the 2 of these guys can't kiss.
Damn. Test audiences did not like that. Sorry, guys. I want to get that glowing Abu head. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are playing through the 2 Aladdin games for the SNES and the Genesis. We have finished with our SNES romp, and we are now on to Genesis. Questions, tweet in at Retronauts.
I don't know about racism, but what's going on with that guy? I know, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
guys.
he's the vendor from RE4.
Oh, yeah.
Which is weird because this is not the Shinji Mikami one. So.
Should I buy a wish? What's happening here? Or a head?
What's going on here?
How do I do this?
I don't know why he's offering. Oh, it's a deal.
Cool.
I don't know why he's offering things inside of his code if you can't actually buy them.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm kind of sick of this song.
I like how we were all high, and as soon as it started, and we're like, oh, jeez.
I just don't want. It's gonna be in my head all day. Yeah, like Doug Perry. It better be Doug. I always get Doug and David confused, even though they're 2 different people with 2 different careers. But he really liked making this kind of platformer, and he did it like 5 times before making much worse games. Sorry, guy. I mean, Enter the Matrix. Can we agree? Maybe not the best game. Messiah, maybe not the best game. I could go on.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I got like a genie token. I'm buying things with, or
up a little bit there. Andrew Ryan says Genesis version all the way, and that Sebastian the Crab is locked up in the dungeon level. Sebastian the Crab from.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's a cute little touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you're tuning in and you don't know why we're playing this, I was like, let's play Prince of Persia because we're doing Assassin's Creed stuff this week. But then I was like, I'm really bad at Prince of Persia, and I don't want to do that for an hour.
Yeah. We've already had a.
I didn't even know what I was doing.
I feel like that nice try is very sarcastic.
Yeah, way to go, idiot. Cool.
David Oxford is continuing to say that Oswald's not a fully playable character in Epic Mickey 2, but if you play 2 players, the second person can be Oswald the entire time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is weird that you can't choose if you're playing by yourself to play as Oswald.
I found that an odd choice.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna be losing sleep over it.
James Douglas, his vote's for the SNES version, but he asked if we have played the horror that is the Page Master game for the SNES.
Oh God, no.
I saw the movie, which was the precursor, in my opinion, to Harry Potter.
Oh wow.
Starring Macaulay Culkin as a little nerdy wizard with glasses and a scar on his face.
Possible lawsuit. Also, that's Snakes from the Jungle Book, probably.
It is, yeah. Oh, someone mentioned the Jungle Book game before as the first game that was the same for both.
Oh, but I think it was Lion King. Or unless Jungle Book was, I feel like Jungle Book was after Lion King. It came suspiciously late. I think it was like 95. Someone help us out.
Yeah.
I like that. There's also a really dumb secret in this stage that I'll try to do.
Whoa.
I don't even. Okay, this is what you do. See those ears? You gotta make Aladdin stand so that he's lined up with the ears. Okay, come on, dude. All right, let's see if we can do this. It's gonna be really hard. No, that's not good enough.
It was good enough for me.
Not good enough for the game. Something happens, like you get a continue or something, or. God. I'm not gonna do this all day.
Somewhere War Inspector's dying.
Maybe he needs to like lunge into. There we go. See?
How'd you know about that?
Magazines. I tended to know a lot about games I would never play just because I read every magazine in the 90s. And I still have that knowledge today, when it should be replaced by more important things.
Michael Barry wants to know. He heard a rumor Sega's for white trash. Is that true?
Oh my God. I'm not gonna make that claim.
I owned one. I enjoyed one. I don't know if that makes a statement about me, but
Genesis was more like a Trans Am, and SNES was more like a European sports car. That's what I would say.
David Oxford thought that we were playing this to coincide with the release of Wreck-It Ralph.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Evidently, yeah. Wreck-It Ralph came out today. Jeremy Parrish saw it a few weeks ago and loved it. So, or not loved it, but enjoyed it. So you should all go see that.
Yeah, I think, like, according to his review, the references aren't just there to pander to our generation, which is great.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
And please don't go see Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, we saw that. You can read about that on our site too. We feel good movie of the year. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you laugh more. You'll just keep laughing.
Andrew Ryan said Lion King's 94, Jungle Book was 92.
Ooh. Well, thank you.
Yeah. 94? Really?
Yeah. Maybe they're re-releasing it or something. I don't know. I don't like that movie to begin with, but
Lion King?
No, Jungle Book.
Oh. No.
It's one of those weird 60s productions where they reuse a lot of animation, and Baloo is there for some reason.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, we love Baloo so much, we're putting him in all our movies.
I assumed you were just a Kipling file and get pissed off at a cartoon adaptation.
I like Ricky Tikki Tavi. What up? Please let me know if you understood what I was saying.
Retro Redemption asked, do you think Capcom should get the Disney license back and create a Disney fighting game?
No.
Yeah, I would like them to get the license back, but I just don't want a Disney fighting game.
This is very Earthworm Jimmy. This is what I'm talking about. Like
going
behind things like diagonally and stages that kind of are asymmetrical and sort of wind their way upwards and downwards. That feels very much like an Earthworm Jim or Cool Spot, Global Valley. Pick your Doug Perry game.
You said David.
Doug. I think David Perry used to work at IGN. Was he? I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Jesus, that wasn't fair.
David Oxford. DuckTales the movie, yay or nay? I say yay. I like the movie.
Yeah, that had the original Wacky Genie, voiced by Rip Taylor, not Robin Williams. We weren't ready for a Robin Williams Genie in 1989.
That was Rip Taylor?
Yeah.
And
No, wait. It was Rip Taylor.
Torn?
Rip Taylor's the flamboyant guy with the confetti.
Yes,
Rip Torn is the drunk guy.
Yeah, the guy who falls asleep in car dealerships.
Yeah. Yeah, DuckTales a pretty cool movie.
Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't turn more of their TV shows into movies. There's that. They made a Goof Troop movie, which was weird.
Yeah.
It was about puberty. Go fig.
That Goof Troops. I don't agree with that.
Where's my Quack Pack movie?
Yeah.
Disney. Sign my internet petition.
TV Mr. Neil wants to know if you've seen Chuck Jones' Jungle Book.
No, I didn't. I haven't. Is that a thing?
Evidently. I don't think he would lie to us. Tell us more.
Yeah. I have some dangerous Chuck Jones opinions, but I don't think anyone cares. So I'm gonna keep them to myself. That's why you come to lunch break for Chuck Jones opinions.
Why you don't like Chuck Jones?
I think he's incredibly overrated. Okay. That's just me. Man, I'm doing very bad at this game. I'm sorry. So yes, what's coming in on Twitter? I feel like
no, nothing. After your slanderous Chuck Jones
my God,
comments,
everyone just tuned out.
Everyone left the
we like classic animation.
So it's kind of funny that I don't feel like the Warner Brothers cartoons have ever had quite the same legacy as the Disney cartoons in terms of video games.
For a while, Sunsoft made some not great, but very much similar to this sort of games like Rabbit Rampage.
Yeah.
And maybe not. I think there was one called Duck Amuck. Maybe that was a DS one. But they made a few SNES Looney Tunes games that were kind of cool.
Yeah.
In that they each took on a different cartoon, so you'd be doing different things in every stage. Like one was the bullfight cartoon, and you would just be fighting that bull. It was like a boss fight for the entire stage, which is really cool. They weren't well-made games, but they were interesting and ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Looney Tunes do need, I think they just need relevance in general. God, didn't they just come back in a recent form that was just terrible?
There is like a new Looney Tunes cartoon on Cartoon Network, I think. I see previews for it on the legal copies of Adventure Time that I downloaded.
those are all sanctioned by Pendleton Ward. Yeah, they made it into like a Simpsons-y Family Guy type thing with like a dialogue-driven humor, which seems weird.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't have the money to make Looney Tunes cartoons, just don't make them.
Yeah, there were some good Tiny Toons games.
Nintendo, yeah. Buster Bust Loose.
Yeah.
I think, did you write about that football game?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Animaniacs. I guess those aren't Looney Tunes, but...
Yeah, they are. They might as well be. They've been retconned into being Looney Tunes.
TV's Mr. Neil says Chuck Jones animated Rikki Tikki Tavi and a few other stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, was that in the Jungle Book?
I'm assuming so. I think that's what he actually meant. Yeah.
Yago.
Yeah.
What the hell? Jeremy wanted us to do Gilbert Gottfried impressions this entire time.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that.
Avalon Rising says, since you just started watching recently, I'm assuming lunch break in general, have we ever played Clay Fighter 2 Judgment Clay?
God, I hope no. We probably won't, unless we do a Clay Fighter lunch break with.
Yeah, I'm going to straight up promise if there's ever a week where Clay Fighter could actually fit in, I will petition to play Clay Fighters. If there's a cover story where somehow we're doing a Clay Fighter cover story.
Clay Fighter cover story.
Yeah, 6 years from now, if we run out of ideas.
Guys, come on! This is the last game we have to write about. Hey, look, it's Goofy. Look, oh my God. Oh, that was weird. What time do we got, Marty? I just want to make sure we're not running
45.
over.
We have only 15
Okay.
minutes. Nick Daniel says Bob's right. Chuck Jones is awful.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
That's my friend Nick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I like the stuff he did in the 40s, but the stuff he did in the 60s, where every character had these weird like eyelashes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Avalon Rising says that the new Looney Tunes show is actually one of his favorite cartoons these days, along with the new Turtle show. And Nick, I've heard the Turtle show is good.
Yeah.
People seem to be giving some love during our Turtles live stream, but yeah.
Yay! I got the Scarab pieces. Hooray!
Andrew Ryan says Buster's Hidden Treasure for the Genesis should be the next lunch break.
Ooh, I actually have not played that.
One, yeah.
There's also a Game Boy. Oh, Jesus. There's also a Game Boy Advance Tiny Toons game that came out like in 2004. It was made by Treasure.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it's weird, as most Treasure games are. I have to play it more, but it's strange. I forget what it's called, but I mean, like I was like Tiny Toons in 2004. There's also a Tiny Toons game in like 2001 for the PlayStation, and I'm like, who at this point is still interested?
Yeah. I like how they're progressive enough to have gender-specific outhouse tents.
Yeah, also, one thing about this game, Abu does not follow you around like he does in the SNES one.
Yeah.
I like that touch. Yet another reason why the SNES version is superior. No.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can see these games both having their good and bad points.
James Douglas says that we should play Itchy and Scratchy sometime.
Oh, that game's rancid.
Better or worse than Krusty's Funhouse?
Krusty's Funhouse at least has a solid game idea backing it.
Yeah.
That puzzle sort of Lemmings type thing. Yeah, like I don't remember Aladdin having a sword at all in the movie.
No, that's what I think. David Oxford earlier says that his favorite part of the movie is where Aladdin just wielded his sword the entire movie.
Chops off heads and hands and feet. He's ruthless. You know, maybe he should have been living in the. You know, he had a pretty nice place for being a homeless person.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jasmine was like at all bothered by the fact that he smelled like urine and body odor.
I'm assuming everyone did that.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I mean, what are you gonna do? Take a sand bath?
I just imagine like when I'm playing like an Assassin's Creed game, I'm like, man, Renaissance Italy.
Everyone is just covered in vermin and they're always itchy.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God for indoor plumbing.
There's some more Chuck Jones hate going on Twitter. TV's Mr. Neil says that his Tom and Jerry cartoons are pretty lame. I just think Tom and Jerry is pretty lame in general.
Yeah. No, his Tom and Jerry cartoons are pretty bad. And they always won Oscars for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It was like the reason Frasier kept winning Emmys.
It's like we just have to, right?
Yeah.
I know. Did Friends win a lot of Emmys? I'm sorry. We're really getting.
It won an enemy here.
It won an enemy.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
That's uncalled for.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is sort of a puzzle thing. You have to collect the flutes and get the ropes to take to the right place.
So we're getting more.
More Chuck Jones hate.
We are getting more. We got one that just says.
You know what? I'm glad he's dead. Oh God. Why?
We're getting more requests for future weeks. Daniel Rivas wants an Einhander playthrough.
Whoa.
Which
cool.
That'd be cool.
I'd have to get someone else to play because I'm just awful at shooters, shmups rather.
Personal request: any chance you guys would play the hidden NES platforming gem Euphoria during lunch break?
Oh, that'd be great. I heard that game's pretty tough too, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, we're coming up to the end of our lunch break, I guess, right? Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add, Marty, about these two games, or?
I like the fact that they were both kind of like how we said at the beginning that these weren't rush jobs to coincide with the launch of a property.
Yeah.
You know, they both, the fact that they were unique teams, kind of almost unique genres of platformers. I miss those days. Instead of everything being ported to 1,000 different systems, I would love the fact if different companies were given a try at different properties, and I don't know, maybe that way we wouldn't see such kind of bland drivel all the time.
Yeah, I agree, and I like the fact that, especially with this game, there was a concerted effort to be like, let's do something impressive.
Yeah,
let's do this
absolutely.
this animation technique that nothing else really did.
Yeah.
I mean, not even Sega games would do stuff this cool.
No, absolutely. Like Daniel just yells Rocket Knight Adventures.
Oh, okay. Find
And
the flutes.
also Goldeneye.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I would not be opposed to that.
No.
Wow.
Mr. Gimmick for the NES. Don't know what that is.
Oh, that's a pretty tough game too, by Sunsoft, I believe. Same people that made Euphoria.
There you go.
One of them did come out here. No, Mr. Gimmick is the one that didn't come out, but the ROM's out there,
Yeah.
and it's really good. Or I could be wrong. I forget. No, I don't know. It's either Euphoria or Mr. Gimmick that didn't come out. I think Euphoria is the one that didn't come out. I apologize. Someone correct me.
Quick Twitter. Make fun of Bob.
Yeah. Man, these songs are going to be in my head all day now. Thanks a lot, Aladdin. So, what do you folks at home think now that you've seen both of these? Let us know.
Yeah,
Did we change your mind in any way? I think Super Nintendo 1 gets slagged on a lot, and I think unfairly. People typically view it as an uninspired platformer when it's super solid, looks great, sounds great, has a lot going for it. Maybe it doesn't look as good as this.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it has its own things that it does, and does well.
Camera's very erratic in this.
Yeah, you kind of have to...
Every time you change direction, it immediately does this like quick sweep.
That guy really wants me to come down there. I don't think so.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, tweet at Retronauts.
Yeah,
we'll discuss things.
I'll be having an episode go up later today or tonight, depending on when I get around to editing it, and you should enjoy it. It's our listener mail episode, and then we have some super special guests coming up in the next coming weeks, and you're going to die when you hear who they are.
You will.
Yep. Little guy named Shigeru Miyamoto. Ring a bell?
No,
that's completely unrelated to the topic. I was just changing subjects.
We were just wondering if he rings a bell.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Bob walked into work today and forgot who he was.
Yeah. Oh, come on, game. What time do we got, Marty?
51.
Okay, well, let's talk about what's going on the site, maybe.
Yeah, we are...
What is happening with us?
This is the last day of our Assassin's Creed cover story to coincide with the launch of 3 and Liberation, which Jose and Jeremy reviewed respectively, and both of them thought that the games were kind of average and failed to live up to their potential.
Yeah. Oh, geez, who is this guy?
This is actually just Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah, we've had some cool features going up on the site this week. Matt Clark had a good feature.
Oh yeah, definitely read that one.
How Native Americans were portrayed in video games. We have a couple cool features later on in the day about how much.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry about breaking everything, guys.
That's how you end Aladdin.
Yeah. I think I beat that guy so savagely he just shut down my computer.
Yeah. George Todorov says, play Milon Secret Castle, the hardest, most confusing NES game ever, which we bring up on Retronauts.
Yeah, apparently Marty is a Milon master.
Yeah, that was probably one of the hardest games I ever beat as a kid. But
yes, I'm genuinely impressed that you were able to beat that.
That game was just wildly confusing.
Did you consult hint lines, or what happened there?
Definitely not hint lines, but I think my older brother had just somehow gotten through it.
Oh, man.
So he kind of walked me through it. I don't know what he did. Maybe he just consulted hint lines. Maybe that's why my parents disowned him. Just wasted their phone bill. They have not actually disowned
That's why one of you couldn't go to college.
Euphoria was Europe and Japan only, he believes, but the ROM is definitely out there.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, both of those are pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's the same thing for Mr. Gimmick.
Oh, cool, okay.
No.
Oh, geez, another boss? Really?
No. Someone's just throwing wicker baskets.
Oh, geez, this is stupid. Are you serious?
No, I'm just laughing at.
No, I'm talking about the game. I'm like, I forgot about this.
Large outcry as soon as the computer broke for a second.
What? No. I feel like
says that the SNES backgrounds are a lot better than the Genesis, which I would agree.
Yeah, and I feel like these boss fights are really dumb.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing apples at a guy.
Yeah.
At least he's not broken like the one in my my ROM.
Daniel Rivas says that the Aladdin on the SNES had a better soundtrack. I like the snippets of this one better, but I feel like it gets grating and repetitive very quickly.
It does, yeah. Maybe they were better off not using entire songs all the time. Oh no, get too far. He did it again.
Oxford says that he likes how the Super Nintendo Aladdin actually had grace and agility.
Ooh.
As opposed to this guy.
Yeah, this Aladdin is kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
He's always like sliding around. He's like the Nathan Drake of his time.
He is.
This level's tough. Hey, look, a dead guy with Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh man, there's a lot of Mickey references in this game, aren't there?
This is typically when I stop playing this game. I think this level's pretty tough. There's lots of skeletons, if I remember correctly.
Anything with kind of an arbitrary flying path in a platformer, I do not like.
Yeah.
Like anything that the Medusa heads in Castlevania, just not for me.
But I think they were smart in this game in that this has like a really reduced color palette, but they stick to the blues.
Yeah.
Because Genesis can't push a lot of colors at once, but if you reduce it and kind of are a little more artistic with it, you can make a level look really good like this one.
Yeah, I think the cannonballs are really cool, kind of swaying back and forth. Data of Oxford says, is just me or do the levels just rend kind of randomly and arbitrarily?
That's a Doug Perry specialty. I mean, have you played Earthworm Jim? I mean, am I alone in this? Please let me know if I'm wrong, but I just feel like these games all feel the same.
The world loves Earthworm Jim.
I know the world has...
Was he in Clay Fighter?
He was in one of them.
Okay.
I think he was in 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Okay. So
Everyone
yes.
Rising wants to thank us for making a great Friday evening. Where is
Ooh,
he?
where are you, sir?
The future, probably England.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna guess England.
There's Sebastian.
Ah,
Right here.
He's dead. Look
Wow.
what he did, guys.
Yeah, crustacean can't live that long chained up to a wall. What did he do to deserve this? Cool. So what time we got here?
56.
Okay, we can wrap up shortly. Anything coming up that you want to talk about, Marty?
Coming up.
Are we allowed to tease the cover story?
I don't know if we're allowed to tease it, but it may or may not relate to a game.
A major game release?
Yes, we'll say that. It's
Okay.
a specific game.
And you
Series.
may like it.
Yeah.
No refunds.
No refunds.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm putting the podcast together today,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
that'll be launching
Yeah,
probably
that was a fun
tonight.
one. We just,
Yeah, I like that.
We answered kind of just a whole slew of questions you guys asked.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we answered one of yours.
Yes. Evelyn Rising says he is from Norway.
Oh, hello there, Norway
Yes,
friends.
chillier there.
I used to own a rabbit from your country. At least that's what the pet store told me.
We were told we shouldn't tease the cover store because that's cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying. Oh man, is that illegal now? Is that part of the Patriot Act? I also should say before we leave, this episode of Lunch Break is fueled by Starbucks.
Yeah. TV's
I'm
Mr.
full
Neil
of
wants to know what
Starbucks.
happened to last week's games, damn it. Did
Oh.
you guys record something?
I think Jose's putting that up.
Okay.
Shortly. Man, you guys are watchdogs.
Yeah.
I gotta tell Jose.
Yeah, but there is, yes, something is recorded and happening possibly soon.
And with a special guest, so
Yeah,
you should
special
enjoy
guest.
that. Is that another Sebastian being hung up there? Is he just like an art asset just strung up wherever they want to put him?
I think it's
All
the same
right.
place.
Oh yeah, I am in the same place.
Yeah.
I don't like this stage very much.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the holidays. I don't know about you, Marty.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually taking a week and just playing games. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things. Like I got my copy of AC3 that I want to play through, but I can't because I have to review all sorts of games.
Yeah,
So,
I've been there.
yeah.
And I am there, actually. There are a lot of games I want to finish. I have to
Yeah.
finish all of last year's games, too, because of Dark Souls destroyed my time.
Yeah, there are. I feel like I reach a certain point with games where I'm just like, I'm never going back to this, am I?
That's a healthy thing to do, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not a completionist.
Yeah, and there's really no lull, post-holiday lull this year.
No.
I mean, the games in February and March are just as good, if not
Huge.
better than
What are we looking at?
this year's.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, Bioshock, Tomb
Bioshock.
Raider, Gears of War, God of War, South Park.
Ooh, South Park, the RPG.
Yeah, South Park the RPG. Yes.
Let's see, is it Oblivion?
It is, yeah.
Oblivion.
Broken.
Wait, no, not
No,
Oblivion.
Obsidian.
Obsidian, sorry. Duh. Who made the Sonic RPG for the DS? Same
it was
people?
BioWare,
Oh, it was BioWare.
Yeah.
Did not like that one, but maybe you
That
can
was
make a good
weird.
RPG.
That was weird that game existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the weirdest premise for
Yeah.
a Sonic game. Yeah, so sorry things are kind of petering out, folks, but I hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
watching these two Aladdin games back to back.
We're going to leave you on a fun fact that just came in.
Whoa, how fun
That,
is it?
The level skip code for this game is ABBA, 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 ABBA.
Someone likes their
Someone
Swedish pop
Disco?
dance?
Yeah.
That's easy to remember.
Yes. So yeah, kids play Aladdin and watch Mamma Mia this weekend.
Whoa. Can they do that in the
please don't
comfort of
watch
their own
it.
home? All right, it's on DVD.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Mamma Mia. Bringing the Italian celebration home. So anything else we can answer before we go, or are we all out of time?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
enjoyed this. Hope you give the SNES version of this game a chance, because, like I said, it's a lot of fun. It's different, but it does its own thing and does it well. And this has been Bob Mackey, and here with Marty Sleva again. Please tune in next week for a brand new live stream with us at Retronauts Lunch Break. Later.
Bye, guys.